Hello Cancer, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. This is your yearly tarot reading for 2026. We're going to take a card for every month of the year. We'll take a couple of guidance cards and then positive thought cards at the end. So for January, we've got the 10 of Cups, the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy for February. March is the 8 of Swords. April is the 10 of Swords. The 7 of Wands for May. June is the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. The 7 of Pentacles for July. August is the 4 of Wands. The Judgment card for September. The 3 of Swords for October. The World card for November. And the Death card, which is Scorpio energy for December. Now, what we've got in January here is we've got blessings here. Now, the thing about blessings, to bring these blessings in from the 5D into the 3D world, we need to align with them. So it might be that you feel very blessed in January. You and your family might feel blessed. And for those that aren't feeling blessed, this is about reminding you that you need to align with what you are happy investing your time in to bring these blessings back into the 3D world. So we need to be enjoying life. This is blessings after struggle. So if you're struggling here and we need to bring in blessings, we actually have to be in alignment for this to happen. So this is about your happiness to start with here. Being happy is what we need to think about here. Now, February, you might be at one with yourself over this. You might be starting to understand this here. And there could be, through time, there could be a balancing out of your emotions. Now, sometimes recognizing things and being honest with yourself about things can take away frustrations and anger. And it helps you balance things out. Now, this is going to take time to get to that stage because this is a major arcana card and you might need patience for yourself and others. It might be a time where you need to be patient with people. But patience is a virtue. And definitely if you're in this energy where you're emotionally stable or at least working towards it or making choices that could bring that in, you're definitely on the right path in February. March time here, we could be getting in our own road a wee bit because we could be overthinking things. This person could walk through these swords, no problem. There's a blindfold on. And we can sometimes get a bit scared or a bit upset because we don't know the outcome of things, for example. Or if we have an idea, we don't know how it's going to pan out a year from now. All this type of thing we could be thinking here. So don't overthink this because you're your only limitation in life. And if you put yourself off something or don't put yourself off something through overthinking it or thinking the worst. Because really it's understanding now, whatever it is you're thinking or worrying about, it's time to put down and put an end to anything that's causing you some mental stress or anxiety. Now these swords are mental energies. So anything that's been causing you to feel like this guy's done, right? This person here is done. So whether it's been somebody stabbing you in the back or somebody draining the life out of you, it could be a person, it could be an environment, it could be a way of doing things that isn't working out for you. And remember, this is about aligning. The first quarter of the year is about aligning with your blessings. So keep that in mind, because when we do that and we let go this type of 10 of Swords energy, we're more likely to be able to bring beautiful balance into our lives and start to feel calm again and at one with ourselves. By May time, this is about a determination that's developed. You've got over the overthinking, you're letting go all the idea of things, everything that's causing you anxiety here, and there's a determination that's coming. Now, this could be you standing your ground. You might have to stand up for yourself. You might have to speak up, but you've had enough experience here. These wands represent karmic lessons. You've got what it takes here to overcome the problems or issues that you may feel you're having to deal with. So be determined. Stand up for yourself, speak up if necessary. You've got the upper hand because you know what you need to be doing here. By June, this is a healing energy. There's new hope, rejuvenation coming in. So you're starting to feel hopeful again. You're starting to feel healed. This could be you becoming the star of your own show. You're determined now that you're going to find, again, this balance that's needed in your life. So if you've been going through mental anxieties, you might be finding that letting go all these things, you're starting to heal and feel better about your life in general. It could be physical, it could be mental. So being determined to move on is definitely the way to go forward. This here is about hitting a glass ceiling with something. Now, this could be any area of your life we're talking about where the anxieties could be, or it could be that you're deciding now that you've been putting your efforts into something and you no longer want to do it. So it can be that, there's no more growth for you in these situations. It could be your job, it could be where you're living, it could be within your relationships or friendships, or this could actually be the way you're dealing with finances. So there might be a better way of dealing with them now. Because there's new hope and rejuvenation coming in, you're starting to be enthusiastic about life and you're determined to progress. So this is about progressing and going forward in July. By August, there's victory over these things. You're starting to go towards victory and success. Now, this could be, for example, and it's only an example because we're starting off with the 10 of Cups, which can be a family card. This could be you moving into the same house as your partner if that's been stressful. You've hit a glass ceiling with that. You need to work on bringing yourselves together. It could be to do with your family as well, the success of your family. Anything to do with improvement in your life, whether it be finance, is going to be beneficial for anything that comes forward. So as long as you're persevering or you're determined and you're putting the work in here, you're going to bring victory and success into your life. So this could be a mental process you're going through where you're realizing here that I need to make a judgment call because I want to be successful. I want to bring growth into my life. So by September, your higher self, this is your higher self and the angels, your gut feeling is telling you that major decisions need to be made over your situation to bring in the blessings that you desire. So a major judgment call is being made in September. In the traditional tarot deck, the judgment call is represented, making the judgment call is represented by the people coming out of coffins. So you're freeing yourself from something here. You're freeing yourself from whatever this represents for you. And you're like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Now, there can be some upsets and disappointments in October. This is a temporary place you're in. But it's what you need to go through. You will heal from this. The cloud's clear and there's a new day dawning. So there could be upsets and disappointments, but it's nothing that you can't cope with. And what you're doing here is you're opening up, you're ready to go through that portal to bring in a brand new chapter for your life. And when you go forward, in November, when you go forward, you won't look back. Now, there can be upsets about these major judgment calls that are needing to be made in the last quarter of the month. There can be people that you have to leave behind, the places you have to leave behind. We don't always get to take everything with us we'd like to. Sometimes you're winning the battle, not the war. It's that type of energy, but this judgment call needs to be made for you to start this brand new cycle in life. And by December, change has been made. And this can be out with the old and in with the new. If it's new ways of doing things, a new chapter of how you deal with finances, for example, or how you're starting to live your life, then it's a transformation of energy. And by December, this change is recognised. And if you've not made it, you're ready to make it. You're ready to start this brand new cycle at the end of the year. Now, we'll just recap. The first quarter of the month is about you not overthinking things. It's about you aligning yourself with blessings. It's about finding emotional balance, and it's about letting go of anything that's causing you mental stress. The middle part of the year here, because you've done that, there's a determination that's coming. There could be a healing from something or new hope coming into your life, but you're starting to realise if you want to have victory and success, you're going to have to address an issue of your life, a certain area of your life where there's stagnation or you feel there's no more progress going to be made. By the last quarter of the year, you're making major judgment calls. There could be upsets that come along with this, but a new life chapter is beginning and change is either made or you're going towards it, or you're recognising that you need to make the major changes. You're in a position to make the major changes. So it's very, very progressive. It's good, it's positive. But you need to make this decision to do this. Partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Now, this could be a change of job like we're talking about. It could be support here. You could end up with a good boss. You could end up with good work colleagues, working part as a team here. There's lots of good things here that comes with this change. Oh, they want me to take two. I was just taking one, but two. Light. Light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. We can, absolutely. We can make decisions that lighten our load. And here we are, new beginnings. Your fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. And this is the change in the cycle that you're going forward towards. Now, I'll just take a couple of these positive thought cards to end this reading. And we've got, my life is a mirror. My life is a mirror. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. Now, it's important that we're around people that are like you, that get you, that understand you, have the same ethics as you, the same boundaries as you. That makes for good partnerships in life. The point of power is always in the present moment. So today is all we have. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. All we have is the present. The past is over and done and has no power over me. So let go any disappointments from the past. Anything, this is what we were talking about here. Letting it all go. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in charge. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. And there's a lot of determination that's coming from moving on from things that no longer serve you. Okay, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.